Your brain is all you got. It's the tool that you use to navigate the world and also at the same time reach your goals, right? Focus is the thing that runs your brain, right? It's basically the currency of your brain. The amount of focus that you have determines whether you will reach your goals, how fast you will reach them, and the amount of distractions that will come on your path while reaching your goals or basically doing whatever, right? Focus all determines those things. You need to imagine having a focus bar that determines how much focus you have, like a health bar in your favorite game. You can do things that add to that focus bar: meditation, yoga, going on walks, exercising, reading, educating yourself, having good conversations, journaling, all those type of things. And then there's also the downside. You can do things that take away from that focus bar, that steal your energy, steal your focus. Smoking, eating junk food, listening to music, scrolling, masturbating, overthinking. All the bad things that steal and decrease your focus are actions done out of addiction. Addictions are things that we do in an attempt to escape from pain. For example, most masturbation is done out of feelings of loneliness, or how we scroll when we're just anxious and don't know what to do with our time, or eat junk food when we're anxious and don't know what to do with our time. So addictions are not the main problem. They are just the things that we hide the pain with. And pain is the real thing that we need to work upon. That's the real source of the problem. Fix the pain and the addictions will be gone. A lot of people stay stuck in their life because they're always thinking, oh, I cannot stop with masturbate, I cannot stop with, but they fail to think about, okay, but what's going on? Why am I in such stress that I always need to smoke? Why am I in such stress that I always need to masturbate? Why am I always just doing these things, right? So our pain is what we really need to work upon. Where does our pain come from, you might ask? 9 out of 10 pain that we have is stored shame that we have from the past, and we turn that into stories, and we continue to tell ourselves those stories, and we hold on to those stories for too long. We tell ourselves that nobody likes us. We tell ourselves that we can't do it. We tell ourselves a lot of things, but 9 out of 10 times, most of those things are not positive. We over-memorize negative experiences, and before we know it, our brain is full of negativity. If we want to stop addictions, we need to start self-care. But how do we start self-care? Self-care can be a vague word, but self-care is doing the things that increases our focus, because your focus also determines how you feel about yourself. When you are focused up here, you won't really think negative about yourself. The times that you think negative about yourselves are the times when your mind is all over the place. You don't know really what's going on up here. I've did my research about trauma and all of the things that can be seen as pain in your life. And what I've found, what helped the most is actually building your future. Because you can stay focusing on trauma and the pain that you feel, but it is something that stems from the past. You cannot grasp mental pain. You cannot grab it. You cannot take it out. You need to transform it, right? You cannot just... There are no quick solutions to this. So what I found what helped the most is building our future. Start with taking more control. If you let yourself drown in negative thoughts, yesterday, then start the day with a journaling session or meditation. That's just an example. But the most important thing is to find what you want to live for. If you don't know what you want to live for tomorrow, then the pain of the day will seem too big, and days will feel too painful. Do more of the good habits to neutralize the pain of the past, and work on your passion and goals to create your future. This is what I call the neutralize build framework. So the idea of it is like we neutralize the feelings of the moment with journaling, meditation, socializing, or breathing exercises as an example. And once we have brought ourselves back to calmness, we turn that energy into positive energy by doing something that will build our future, by focusing on skills that we like and can potentially get us paid. Think about coding, video editing, becoming a personal trainer, whatever, basically as long as it interests us. Know that your brain tracks your experiences. Each action that you make is a coin that you throw into it. It's either a negative coin or a positive coin. So it is important to continue to add good experiences to it, because that's the only thing that will truly transform our brain. Meditation, journaling, and all those things are good things, but they won't give you the real lasting results of having a focused brain that is no longer self-destructing itself. If you truly want to change yourself, you need to transform yourself. You need to go from the bad to the positive. So go deep in what you find interesting and get good at it, and allow time to take its course. It probably took you 10 or 20 years to get in the negative situation that you're in right now. So give yourself some time before you see real results, before you see real change. Once you start your journey of healing yourself, don't allow the quick pleasure of going back to the addictions distract you from your long-term goals, because distractions will come up. But what you always need to remember is that you're in a vulnerable state right now. You're detoxing. So don't listen to that voice that tells you smoke some weed right now, jerk off right now, eat that junk food right now. It will feel good. That's the voice that will tell you those things, right? Yes, it probably will feel good, but where does it end? You already know where it will end. You need to remember the feelings that caused you to want to stop with addictions in the first place. Because if you only had good experiences from weed, from eating junk food, from masturbating and all those things, then you probably wouldn't be on self-improvement right now, because you would be happy with yourself. But you know that's not the case. You know that if you continue to stay on the track with bad habits for too long, that it will rule your mind and it will rule your thinking. And before you know it, you will be very anxious about yourself and just not confident in general. So know that it's a part of the journey. Those voices will come. You will have the feelings of wanting to go back. You will want to relapse or whatever, right? But remember that those things are normal. It's normal. It will come on your journey. But you cannot fall for those distractions, because each time when I relapse, whether it was with smoking, eating junk food, masturbating, basically whenever I done it, I was like, all I had to do was just sit with the discomfort for a bit longer, and then I wouldn't have made this stupid choice, because at the end of the day, it's never worth it, and you know that. So, you know, addictions, and especially substance abuse, is basically giving your brain a way to set substance or set action like masturbation So whenever you will quit with that, you will still feel the after effects of that, because basically for a long time you gave your brain away, you gave your control away to the habit. You know, you gave it too much power over your brain. That's addiction. That's how addiction works. You used it too long to self-regulate. You used it too much to feel good. And now your sense of self, right? The feeling of feeling good about yourself, you associate it with that addiction, you associate with that action, but that's not true. It's just a learned coping mechanism that you have about yourself. But you know that really feeling good is not coming from it, you know? So, you know, that's the path of taking back control of your brain and life. It will feel like that distractions will come up, and that's completely normal. Struggle is part of everything that's worthwhile to have, and I don't think that there is anything more worthwhile to have than living a good life. So I'm gonna give you a quick summary. Addictions are done out of pain. They feel good in the moment but are negative in the long run. Addictions are just actions that we use to hide our shame and pain about ourselves with. Neutralize the pain and shame with good habits like journaling or meditation, and transform your pain and shame into confidence by building your future. Building your future comes from working on your passion. Find out what you like if you don't know it yet. Google is a great tool for that. You probably already know what you vaguely want, right? You might like animals or something like that. You maybe not know exactly what you want, but you at least got a clue. Dig deep, right? And once you find something that resonates with you, go deep in it, right? Get good at it. Distractions will come up along the journey, but no, that's just a brain recovering from addiction talking. Whenever that voice tells you, oh yeah, pick that up, smoke it, you know that's not what you truly want. That's, if you think about your long-term goals, you already know that you should not do that. And most important is give yourself the time to stay on this journey long enough to see real lasting results. And with this, I'm gonna end this video. My name is Jerani Son, and I thank you for watching. I'm out.